What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How we living out there, man? How we living? How we living? Hope y'all can hear me well. Hope y'all can see me well. Anybody in the chat? Throw something down, throw something down. We out here though. Today we're using a different platform. So I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go. A little different today, a little different today, a little different today. So, yeah, y'all see the title in there. It is what it is. There's a new study out. There's actually a couple new studies. This has actually been kind of out here for a couple of years now. But, you know, once certain media outlets get a hold of it and, you know, it's not what's said. A lot of times it's just who says it, whether it holds any weight or not. So right now we're looking at who said it, which is going to get us to where we need to be. But, yeah, first and foremost, we got our cars of the day. Y'all know about the Benz G-Wagon. Shout to the Benz G-Wagon. It's won its first week. It's won its first week. So, we got that. And then we have our SRX Cadillac wagon. So we went for wagon today. And we'll see what y'all think. Vote either way. I don't care. Do what you gotta do. Put a vote on either one. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not a fan of any of these in particular, so why'd I get it? Hey man, I'm just trying to mix it up and it's not all about me. But if you like it, you like it. If you like the caddy, you with a caddy man, caddy lady, go ahead and do it. If you're more with the G-Wagon, Benz over here, then go ahead with that. Do what you gotta do. We're going to jump right into it with the introduction of this piece. We're not going to waste any time today. We're going to go for it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We in here, and we in here. So y'all already know what's up, man. We got a couple of videos we are going to get into today, for sure. Definitely want to get into a couple of videos in here today. There's a couple that want to watch this. And they're a little crazy. They're a little out there. But we're going to run them a few times as people come in. We know there'll be new people coming in. So we'll throw some more videos up in this piece. But yeah, we're gonna do that. But I want to get into the study, man. I really do. I'm not gonna I have a little reading that I want to do with you guys today. Today we're gonna do a little Sesame Street. We're gonna go over a little reading together. We're gonna have a little reading lesson because I know a lot of times people think I'm just over here flapping my gums, but yeah, nah, we got some legit proof here. That ain't no lie. I promise you. No lie. No lie. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it in over here. Let's jump in with one of these videos. We're gonna run these videos a few times today, and that's cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that started real fast. Let's do it.
What you say is going to North Carolina?
I am going to go south.
No, you're not. You're going to Houston. Where you going, yo?
I'm not going to.
Yes, you are going to Houston, yo.
I'm going to
Yo,
North Carolina.
open that up. Open that up.
Leave my bag
Open
on
it
there.
up.
What the fuck
Open
you
it
doing?
up.
I'm going to.
Open up.
I want to see my father.
You don't go see your father like this? You don't go see your father like this? What is this? Are you
What
dead
the
ass
fuck? Why would you
serious?
even do
That's
that?
why you gonna go see your
Yo, give me
father?
that shit.
You gonna
Get
tycoon?
the- yo,
Are you
put my
dead
shit in my
serious?
bag. Put
You
my
say
shit
you
in
gonna
my
go see your
bag.
father
I'm going to see
with
my
this?
father, yes.
Where you going? You gonna go strip like this? Are you dead ass serious with that?
Are you dead eye doing this?
Yo,
with
I'm
me?
good,
Yo,
man.
put my shit in
I'm
my
good.
bag.
Give me
Put
that.
my shit.
That's the flight.
This I'm like, oh wow. All right, fuck you. Yo, move.
Shouldn't have lied, Danny.
Fuck Fuck you, Joe. I know you told me where the fuck I was going.
You shouldn't have lied.
Watch, fucking bitch.
She shouldn't have lied.
Okay. Yeah, so that's our first joint. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please let me know. Me personally, I think it's bogus. That is the homegirl Danny Deuces for anybody who recognizes her. She's from, you see her a lot on 8 at the Table and just random videos that go viral. So, I think that it just might be bogus, but that's just me. So yeah, we got a little, I'm going to start throwing your comments up here, guys. That's what we're going to be doing from here on out. You guys will be able to see your comments on the screen here. But, yeah. Let's see what that says. Well, I'm surprised the cops didn't come, shaking my head. True. That's very possible that they could have came. For sure. They could have came, and that would have been a thing. But I don't know. Maybe they were, maybe they were scared. I don't know. Maybe people knew that it was like, not legit, you know what I'm saying? That could have been a thing. So you never really know what they were thinking, but that might be the case. They might have just realized, hey man, these guys out here playing. This is probably fake as heck, and we're not gonna follow through. Plus, it was quick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but there is supposed to be like a bunch of airport security. They always be in the way when it's time from, like, they be in the way for just somebody sitting there parking too long or whatever. So yeah, I don't understand how they weren't there. So yeah, that is a bit weird for me, but yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, that's very true. But there's another video over here today. There's a whole nother video here. I want to get into that too. So we're gonna run that real fast, and then we're gonna talk about it a bit, because I know that some people got some opinions in here. Absolutely, throw your thumbs up. For real. Homeboy is absolutely right. Shout the Star for keeping it real. Keeping it real, people. Thumbs up, people. We appreciate everybody who is in here throwing the thumbs up. If you haven't, please like, please share, please subscribe. We really love it when you do that. Please like, please share, please subscribe. It really helps the channel, and we'll be doing so much better, and we will love you for it. But that's how you grow. You got to go ahead and share this, like this, subscribe to this. That's how you get rewarded by YouTube. So yeah, we kind of need that, particularly in the beginning phases, because they absolutely do not believe in helping the brother out off the rip. So we have to build this up from the muscle. Everybody who's down, definitely engage, definitely like, definitely share, definitely subscribe, do all that. We appreciate you for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the second video real fast. This one is a physician. So let's get into it. Play. Oh, wow. There we go. Let me pull this back for y'all.
What happens is many times people read these surveys in
There you go,
Cosmo,
guys.
in different magazines, Women's Health, and the thing is, I'm one of the experts that they called to weigh in on this, so I know what they're saying. People fill out forms, you know, have you done this? Have you done this? Men will talk more about cheating. Women usually keep it to themselves. It's more taboo. But in my private practice and among other therapists, we know that as many women, perhaps more, who knows the exact number of men or women who cheat, but they cheat. It's a human thing. It's a choice people make. Women have more to lose when they choose that. When men choose to cheat, they usually still love their wife very much, 56% of the time. When women cheat, that is not true. They are usually checked out of their marriage. And that's what makes it so vital to be able to open that discussion to women before they make that choice, because when they make that choice, there's very little chance they will go back. Whereas if men choose to cheat, it's never a wise choice, but usually they can still work on their marriage and make it better and somehow rectify it.
Yes, and there we have it. So, I want to know what y'all think. Do you think this is a bunch of malarkey? Do you think they're just playing? Or is there some truth to this? I'm going to let you know. I got a little more data. I'm going to wait a little more because I see that there's some more people popping in. But there is some more data. There's a whole article. We're going to have our little reading lesson today. And I don't know, man. Some of these females, man. Some of these females, man. And, you know, it was understood already that, you know, men cheat or whatever, right? And what I explain to people day in and day out, to be honest, I always explain this. A lot of things that we figure are woman nature are in fact just human nature. It's not always woman's nature. Some things are just human nature. A lot of these things that we do, men do and women do. And we're going to have to understand that. At some point, we have to realize that, hey, men and women are very much capable of the same things. One thing that we're going to talk about today, a little later on, I'm going to want some stories from the mob. And I want to know if you've ever had a story where you were cheated on or you cheated on someone else. And I need you to be really detailed about the savagery of it, because a lot of times people don't understand how savage this is. There are some people who are discreet and respectful about what it is that they do, but that is not always the case. I promise you that is not always the case. Sometimes things get real dirty, man. People don't even clean up after themselves and go home to the main. Disrespect, man. Some people are just disrespectful, man. But it is what it is, man. When you want to get it off, man, you want to get it off. I understand. Sometimes you just want to get it off. And there's another misconception here. One main misconception here is that men mainly cheat just for the sexual act, but women cheat because there's an emotional disconnect or something like that. However, the data suggests something different. Apparently, many women who don't want to be recognized as sexual creatures, the data is showing that many women, married or just in a regular relationship, are cheating for sex. Mainly for sex. And I'm going to tell you something. I can tell you why I can believe this, man. Because one thing that you know, if you've ever witnessed a situation or have been part of a situation, right, where there was a female who was cheating. Now, the dude who she's cheating with doesn't have to do very much. A lot of times, there are some dudes who might beat the female in the head, whisper sweet nothings in their ear. You know what I'm talking about? Gas them up a little bit. But for the most part, their primary function. What do you think? I'm trying to tell you, and y'all are not trying to hear me. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to bring out this data here, man. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up because y'all ain't trying to hear it, but I'm going to pull this up. I have to pull this up. I have to pull this up. Because y'all don't hear me, though. We're going to pull up this data over here, man. We have to. Because I'm going to show you what I mean when I say that these females is out here being gangsters, man. Like you wouldn't believe. They out here being gangsters with it, man. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into it, for real. We're going to go ahead and get into it. We'll pull this out the way. Okay, so here it is. Let's go down to the very tippy top. Women are more likely to cheat than men. Here's why. Let's get into it. Science is finding that women... Oh, by the way, let me give credit where credit's due. This is by the New York Post. Right? By Sarah Marinos, right? So, this is a woman who wrote this. This isn't a man. I don't want anybody to say, oh, what man wrote that? What were they thinking? This is a woman that wrote this. So, yeah, let's really take a look at this here. So, here's what we got. Let's get into this article real quick. Science is finding that women struggle more than men when it comes to staying faithful in relationships. Even when your marriage is good, you still miss that rush of feeling so excited you can't eat or sleep when you're having such an intense time emotionally and sexually with a new person. That's why I kept going after and what I couldn't say no to. Oh, okay. That's how Anika, age 45, right? She describes her experiences with cheating. And she's far from alone, according to the growing body of research. Many women in long-term relationships are sexual adventures and have secret lovers. So, there we are. The view that mostly men who cheat because of their partners lose interest in sex is outdated. Science says that it's actually women who struggle more with monogamy because they get bored in the bedroom. Women crave sexual variety, and while some stifle their desire, others will be unfaithful. Stifling desires, huh? Wednesday Martin, an anthropologist and author of Untrue, refers to the new research as the Great Correction. Martin interviewed dozens of sociologists, sex researchers, and anthropologists to book on female identity, and it says that sorry picture painted of the female libido is grossly wrong. It is alive and kicking and eager to be satisfied. The new research is correcting false notions that women have lesser libidos, that women are more naturally monogamous, and that it's easier for women to partner for life, explains Martin. Women don't like sex less than men, but they do get bored of sexual sameness. While males have higher levels of spontaneous desire, women take the lead for responsive or triggered desire. Spontaneous desire is when you suddenly think it would be nice to have sex. It comes over you like a hunger or thirst. Oh yeah, thirsty ladies. You're watching or reading something, or a partner initiates a sexual encounter, and you get turned on. For that type of desire, women's libidos are every bit as strong as men's. We've internalized this idea that men are rendered in sex, and that's untrue. See that right there? We can keep going into this. But I think I've seen enough. They have more testimonies here. This is where we are, people. This is where we are. So I want to know, is this a bunch of malarkey? Are these guys playing with us? Are they just lying? Do we think that all of these women, all of these doctors are lying? All of these researchers, these countless hours of research, are they lying? Are they all lying? Could that be true? Or is there something to it? That's the question we have for ourselves today. Is there something to it? I'm going to say there is something to it here. I strongly believe that there are many myths that are being busted slowly but surely. And men and women are a lot closer than we think. And it's not to, berate or degrade anyone here today. This is just simply for people to get the idea that we're all human here. Men are not weaker because they can't control their urges. See, the thing about it, I'm going to tell you, women don't get caught as much. And I can tell you why women don't get caught nearly as much. Just think about it. If you were ever a cheating guy, right? You were ever a cheating guy before, maybe you did it, or maybe one of your homeboys told you some stories, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of homeboy stories, you know what I'm saying? So, there are things that females typically do when they know you have someone else. They'll play it cool. They'll act like it's all good. They'll act like they with it. But you know what they're really doing? They get in your car and they brush their hair. Why do you think they brush their hair? Why do you think they brush their hair in your car? They make it their business. They spend like 2 hours getting ready before they check you anyway. But they feel the need to brush their hair in the car. Why do they brush their hair in the car? I can tell you why they brush their hair in the car. So you have a whole bunch of unfamiliar hairs in your car. That's just what it is. They want you, not you, but they want the main one to find this hair. They're marking their territory, man. That's one way you can get caught, man. Or they'll drop their lip, they'll bury their lip gloss in the seat or in the side or somewhere that you'll never check. But your main shorty will check. And she's going to find a way before you do. They make their presence known, man. They just start dropping things, putting things in places, put a bunch of oil on and they want to hug you. All these kinds of things just so they can leave their mark behind. They want to mark their territory. They'll call your house, primetime hours, on purpose, so you get caught. Right? So you get caught. And you get caught. All you wanted to do was get your rocks off, man. You know it. That's all you wanted. But guess what, man? Now you caught out there. You caught out there because homegirl had to make her presence known. She just had to make her presence known. And she did make her presence known. So now, men, their accounts are completely different. So if a female wanted to cheat with a guy, right, she'll tell a guy, and you know what the guy do? He stay out the way. Tell him, he stay out the way. He don't want no parts of that. He don't want no parts of that. He is not trying to mark his territory. He is not trying to be noticed. He's trying to be on the low. He doesn't think it's funny. Well, maybe. But he's not treating it like it's funny. He's doing the best that he can to stay the hell out of the way. That's what he wants to do. Stay out of the way. And the reason he wants to stay out the way is because he's not trying to take your position per se. In most cases, he's not trying to take your position because he finds it much easier to provide his 20% rather than what the main guy is doing, which is the 80. He would easily like to supply that 20%. So the only two things that he might have to do, there might be two things he got to do. Beat you in the head once in a while, tell you, yeah, man, I like your style. Yeah, you looking good in that dress today. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that dude, man, he corny for that, man. I'm surprised you with him, though. But I understand. Right? That's that. That's what they doing. That's one of his functions. But you know what his primary function is? Yes, sir. That's what he does. That's what he does. Now, here's what we have to understand. There are two types of men that usually have access to women who will cheat. You got your Chad. Chad is the dude. Y'all know Chad. Y'all know who Chad is. I showed y'all Chad before. Chad is that guy. That's that rich guy. That charismatic guy. That guy with all the style. That guy that's got everything. He not going to keep your girl. I'm going to tell you why. He don't want her. He don't want her. He don't want her at all. And she might think so, or she might know not. But it is what it is. He ain't checking for her. But she'll enjoy every minute around this guy and try to make it last as long as possible. This is the main guy. Actually, he's the guy. He's not the main guy, to be honest. He's not the main guy. The main guy that's going to be taking your chicken. Pookie Ray Ray. Pookie Ray Ray is coming for your chick. Pookie Ray Ray is coming for your chick, man. And he ain't got to have nothing. Pookie Ray Ray ain't got to have no job. Pookie Ray Ray ain't got to have no place to stay. Pookie Ray Ray, all he got to do is just do what it do, man. He'll do the same thing. He'll beat you in the head, and then he'll ignore you. And then he'll beat you in the head, and then he'll ignore you. He ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing for you. But you know what? A bubble gum. And he's probably all out of bubble gum. And that's what you're looking at. That guy. These are the two types of guys that take the 20% that you missing, fellas. It could be a lot of things. There are women who do cheat because of lack of an emotional connection. So, in today's society, it's expected that men are emotional and have some type of emotional connection with women. right? This wasn't always the case. I'm going to tell you that. This is not it. This was not a primary function of men. This is just not what it was. Outside of the movies, this is not what it was. Men's primary function was to protect and provide, right? This is not the case anymore. Right now, women are able to provide for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's only but so much protection you can do, dude. There's only but so much protection you can do. And a lot of these females are masculine enough to feel like they don't need your protection at all. And some of them may not. Some of them may not. They may not. So guess what, man?
You're fired.
What you gonna do now? Are you gonna bend the knee? Are you gonna do just what's expected of you now? Are you willing to change the game? Because right now, what you were doing, what your primary functions used to be, are not enough for a sustainable relationship with the average woman of today's society. Back in the day, this was cool. And I'm going to tell you, you still will be able to find you a diamond in the rough somewhere. But it's not going to be common. I'm going to put that one on the screen here. If you don't provide for her, she will find someone else who will. Red 5 Golf. Yeah. So, I can dig it. This is true. This is true. But, do we understand that that might not be the only thing that women want anymore? They're saying they want an emotional connection now. They're saying that you have to have emotional intelligence. When the hell you ever heard that before, huh?
What?
Like, what? Huh? What? What? You don't have any emotional intelligence. I'm like, wait, emotional intelligence? Oh, man. Y'all over here coming at us with all kind of lefts and rights right now. So, what do we think about that? Do we think that this is something that we're capable of? Are men capable of it? Now, see, the thing about it is, for the most part, men didn't really try to change the game. They were very happy with the way it was, right? But the problem is, unless you are a super provider, and that's what we're going to start calling them right now. Anybody who has enough bread to hold down the entire house, we got to call them a super provider. Can we get that? Because you were not normal anymore. You are now a super provider, because that's just not what people are doing anymore. Men can't do it. Society has made it such a way where men can't possibly sustain a household on his income alone. He needs help. Help from your wife. So that's your primary function. It used to be. So now that you can no longer do what it is that is supposed to be your primary function. Your primary function. You can't do it anymore. Let's take this, or you can't do it by yourself anymore. Right? Now, there are some females who are understanding this, and they're getting it in. They're getting out. They're working just like you are now. So with that, we got to ask, are you willing to now share what used to be the female's primary function? And I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Yeah, I know y'all don't want to hear. I know you don't want to hear it. But what are we doing if she got to help you with what used to be your primary function? Now, we're not talking about our super providers here, right? If you can comfortably provide by yourself, whatever. And guess what? There are some females who are the sole providers now.
How about that?
There are some females who are the sole providers now. If you were a man, could you live with that? The idea that your female is the sole provider for you. She provides for you. Can you live with that? Can you live with that? Can you? Can you live with that? So this is what we're going to do real quick. I want to open up the call lines real quick. We're going to open up the call lines. I might play them videos again in a little while. The number's going to come across the screen. Check it on out. I want to open up the call line and the video link. If you want to cam up, if you want to show your face and you're not afraid to be on YouTube forever, then go ahead and show your face. Go ahead and show your face. The phone number is 609-666-2995. And if you want to cam up and you want to show your face and you want to jump in the live for a second or two, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you're making some good points, I ain't gonna cut you off. So if you want to jump into the live real quick and you want to cam up, you want to be on screen, it's kind of like a Zoom situation, sort of like that. You just accept the link, and you give them rights to your mic and your video, and then you're on. If you want to do that, the link is in the description. You can just click on it. It's a hyperlink, and then you'll be right in the green room, and I can select you, put you online immediately. So if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Do you ask you what to do? I see you up in there. If anybody want to jump in, now is your time. All right. If anybody want to cam up, go ahead and do it. But we're talking about cheating, for one. Why people do it. If you have a crazy story about being cheated on or cheating on someone, that's the main topic. If you were cheated on or you... Yeah, we're going to do it like that. Let's talk about cheating. All right, somebody wants to cam up real quick. Okay, that's the homie. Let me get this straight for a second. You're in the green room. We're going to assign you. And let's see what you got. What in the heck? What is this? That is pretty large over there. Alright, give it a second. Wait, where'd you go, dude? Oh, you in the dark. You gotta get out that dark, man. You gotta get out that dark. Alright, we're gonna try this. I'll get you on in just a second, dude. So dark over there, dude. Alright, so let me see what I can do here. The phone lines are going to be open too. Alright, hold up. Let me get you right. What the hell? Try turning your camera the other way, bro. Let me see if it changes it at all. All right, I'll just put you in on the. Okay. Nah, you good. You can turn. You can turn it back. I'm just trying to get this damn thing to switch up real quick for. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Where you at, bro? Did you get out of there? All right. He got disconnected. That's all it had. There we go. Come back in, buddy. All right. There you go. So let me put you in over here. Okay. All right, so we can you can unmute yourself, dude. You're muted right now. You're muted. Oh, you know what? You're in the green room. Damn it, I'm trying to get this shit right. Alright, it's fine. Your thing is looking crazy though, bro. Your thing is looking crazy right now. Can you go to where your Wi-Fi is a little better? Or is that the best you got? Yeah, I'm trying to get homie on, but this joint's cutting out. Anybody calling in, please make sure that your Wi-Fi is pretty good. Please. I would suggest you go on Wi-Fi. Don't try to use your over-the-air service. To be honest, your cellular data is probably not going to be nearly as good. But you already know what's up. Patrice, what's up? Marilyn, what? I can't do that. Fado up in this piece. Should have said it tonight. Yep. Yeah, so basically what we got going on. Alright, we're gonna hold off. I'm gonna turn this we're not gonna do the interviews right this second right now. We'll kind of kill that for now. We'll do that in just a second though. We will do the interviews. We'll come back to it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the video again. A lot of people did miss it, and that's fine. But what we're talking about is people out here cheating, man. Cheating. So women are cheating more than men. I did the whole reading thing. I'm not doing that part again, but the but there is an article here in New York Post at that a woman wrote. A woman wrote this article. A woman wrote this article. So I guess we're forced to believe it. We are forced to believe it. But I'm going to run these two videos real quick, though, just so you can kind of get the gist of what we got going on here.
So you say it's going to North Carolina?
I am going to go south.
No, you're not. You're going to Houston. Where you going, yo?
I'm not going to.
Yes, you are going to Houston, yo.
I'm going to
Yo,
North Carolina.
open that up. Open that up.
Leave my bag
Open
alone.
it up.
What the fuck
Open
you
it
doing?
up.
I'm going to.
Open it
I
up.
want to see my father.
You don't go see your father like this? You don't go see your father like this? What is this? Are you
What the
dead
fuck?
ass
Why would
serious?
you even do
That's
that?
why you gonna go see your
Don't do
father?
that shit.
You gonna
You-
tycoon?
you
Are you
put my
dead
shit
serious?
on my bag. Put
You
my
say
shit
you're
on
gonna
my
see your
bag.
father
I'm going to see
with
my
this?
father, yes.
Where you going? You gonna go strip
My-
a dance? Are you
Right.
dead ass serious with that?
Are you dead eye doing this?
No,
with
I'm
me?
good,
Yo,
man.
put my shit on
I'm
my
good.
bag.
Give me
Put
that.
my shit.
That's good.
This I'm like, oh wow. All right, fuck you. Yo, move.
You shouldn't have lied, Danny.
Fuck you, Joe. I know you told me where the fuck I was going.
You shouldn't have lied.
Wow.
So that's where we at with it. I know there were some new cats that came in.
She shouldn't have lied.
But here's what I really want y'all to see, though. Here's what I really want y'all to see, though. I want y'all to see this lady over here, man. I really do. I want y'all to see this lady. No bullshit. I want y'all to see this lady because it's crazy what's happening here. This lady, man, she blew my mind with this one. Let's get it.
Well, and I think what happens is many times people read these surveys in Cosmo, in different magazines, Women's Health, and the thing is, I'm one of the experts that they called to weigh in on this, so I know what they're saying. People fill out forms, you know, have you done this? Have you done this? Men will talk more about cheating. Women usually keep it to themselves. It's more taboo. But in my private practice and among other therapists, we know that as many women, perhaps more, who knows the exact number of men or women who cheat, but they cheat. It's a human thing. It's a choice people make. Women have more to lose when they choose that. When men choose to cheat, they usually still love their wife very much, 56% of the time. When women cheat, that is not true. They are usually checked out of their marriage. And that's what makes it so vital to be able to open that discussion to women before they make that choice, because when they make that choice, there's very little chance they will go back. Whereas if men choose to cheat, it's never a wise choice. But usually, they can still work on their marriage and make it better and somehow rectify it.
Caller, what's up?
What's going on, Smooth as Astro?
What up, J Astro? I don't know what's going on with your video. I couldn't get your audio. It was like it wouldn't unmute your mic, but we can hear you fine right now. So what's happening with you, bro?
Whole lot of nothing right now. Just got back to the crib, but I just wanted to tap in and show some love. I was hoping that would work, but it looked like the mic was something on your end. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But that video, though, that video, you damn right she shouldn't have lied. None of that would have happened if she had just been open and honest.
Uh-huh.
The relationship probably would have been done and over with. You know what I mean? That probably would have ended everything. Straight up.
So you feel like she could have really avoided?
Everything.
She could have avoided that. That's what you're saying. She could have avoided that one.
Yeah, she should have. See, I'm big on honesty now that I'm sober.
Okay.
I'm real big on honesty. Honest, like I was raised to where your word should be a bond. You know what I mean? Your word should mean something to where somebody can come back and say, yeah, he's about his word.
It's supposed to be.
Because it's supposed to be right. And it's like, you bring that into a relationship, that lying stuff, you're bound to have stuff like that happen. What did she expect? What did she expect? She expected homie to sit there and lie? Or the chick, whoever was taking the video, they expected them to just, oh, keep your mouth shut, I'm doing this and that. No, if you're an honest person, of course you're going to go back and say that to whoever bro was to him. You know what I mean? Of course you're going to go say something. What does she expect?
Absolutely.
If the honesty was there, it could have been done and over with right then and there. You know what I mean? There was no need for that. But I don't know. What do you think, Smooth? Do you think bro overreacted?
Well, this is what I would say. I would say it's Danny Deuces. Are you guys familiar with Danny Deuces? Danny Deuces. She's a troll, man. That was Danny Deuces. So odds are, remember the McDonald's video with the kids? Yeah. That was a dramatization, a skit or whatever. This could easily be a skit because Danny Deuces has done a bunch of viral videos. This might be a skit, but I think the message is still out there. It's definitely worth the discussion because these are real life scenarios that happen. But sometimes you just need some sort of a visualization or dramatization in order to get the picture, pun intended. So with that, right, that happens. It's just to show, like, look, women do this too. Men have been getting the bad rap for a very long time about this. And again, this isn't to berate or malign or discredit any female. It's just to bring reality to the forefront that we all, as human beings, are capable of cheating if we feel like we're not satisfied for whatever reason, right? And it's not always an emotional connection. Did you hear what the lady said just now? She's a doctor, by the way. Did you hear what she said?
What exactly are you talking about?
I'm talking
Which
about the
part of
lady
the
who
video
was
you
just on
talking
the not the dramatization, but the lady who was speaking afterward that said,
Nah, my Wi-Fi was cutting up. I couldn't hear it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run that video again one more time for anybody who missed it. But yeah, she basically explained that women cheat at least as high as a clip as men do. And I also did a little reading earlier that shows that women cheat more. It's just that it's easier for them to keep the secret because of what I was going over before, that men will cooperate and try to stay out of the way because they want the very easy situation that they have, which is only providing 20% of a woman's needs and letting the main guy handle the 80. So they want to keep that situation going as long as possible, and they won't do anything to mess it up. Whereas females, many times, not all the time, because there are some females who keep it on the low, right? They keep it on the low. They don't go hard all the time. But
Pause.
yeah, pause. Well, pause.
Must be strong like bull.
But yeah, the females will brush their hair in your car, leave chapstick in your seat, and different things. Just so another female will come in and or drop an earring. An earring is a big one. I forgot to mention the earring. Whew! I heard so many stories about that earring. Like the earring, man. Be very careful about the earrings. Check your chick ears before you leave. Check the side chick ears before you leave. I promise you. Check the side chick ears before you leave. Make sure she got both in. I'm just saying. Not encouraging cheating. By any means. You probably should not cheat. You probably should not cheat. But, wait a minute, but, if this is what you're going to do, man, whatever it is that you do it right. GC says, look what happened to Steve McNair. His mistress caught feelings. I'm going to put that up on the screen, man. His mistress caught feelings. Yes, sir. His mistress caught feelings. Let's see any more that I might have missed over here, man. Agreed. She should have been honest up front. Miss Panda Talk Time says. True that. Be honest. And that's the whole thing. Well, all right. Okay. We gotta get into this part right here. We gotta get into this part right here because I didn't want to go there, but we gotta go there. All right. Being honest is absolutely the best policy, right? And I say that with every bone in my body, right? I promise you, this is from the heart, right? This is from the heart. You should be honest. You should be honest. I promise you, you should be honest, right? Being honest, honesty is the best policy, right? That's what you should do because there's people whose feelings are involved. People get hurt. You know what I'm saying? People get hurt. You can devastate a person. When a person finds out that they're cheating, it could mess their whole world up, man. Especially if they were being faithful with you. Just imagine the feeling when they're putting their all into you. They're putting their all into you. Their whole being into you. Some people, their whole day might revolve around you. So if they've given you all the trust and they trusted in you, and then they find out they were betrayed, it could be one of the most devastating things that could happen to someone. And not everyone is going to take that well, to be honest. Unfortunately, not everyone is going to take that so well. It's very difficult to deal with something like that, I promise you. Very difficult. But, I understand why someone would not.
That was a lie.
Want to be honest. When you are honest, let's say you got a good thing going. You might have a good thing going. let's just give a woman for an example, and then I'll do the men. Pause. Jay Asher, you still there? Because I'm gonna get back to you.
Bro.
I'm gonna get back to you. But let's say a woman,
I'm
right?
listening to you.
She has a husband who she loves. Maybe this isn't one that's checked out, because a lot of people say that the woman is checked out by the time they're ready to leave, and that's true in some cases, but not always. Sometimes they might be in a situation. The dude might be taking care of the finances and everything else. They might have children, and maybe they want to raise the children in a dual parent household, which I always stress the importance of. I always stress the importance of a dual parent household. So I can understand why somebody might feel like, hey, dig, we probably shouldn't split, but I'm just not getting what I want, man. Like, this guy, he's boring as hell. This guy has no edge to him. He takes care of business, but he's so corny. They go get with somebody who's not so corny. But then they go smash the guy, though. That's the problem I'm having here. That's the problem I'm having here. Just go chill with the guy, have some fun. You ain't got to put the smashing in there. Unless it's what you really want. Don't perpetrate now. Don't tell the man that it's because he didn't listen to you. And then you go ahead and smash. We're not trying to hear that. Don't tell a dude that's because you never go out. And he don't spend time. And then you don't go out and spend time. You go ahead and smash. Don't do none of that. When you get caught, tell a dude he's lousy in bed. And you want to go get your rocks off. Keep it G. And if that's not the case, then why go ahead and do it? Jay Astro, what you got, baby? Let's get it. Go ahead. I know you're still there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, listen. My thing is, right, if you gonna be honest in a relationship from the jump.
Can everybody hear Jay Astro well? I hope
honest.
so. Can everybody hear Jay Astro well?
Can y'all hear me well? Can y'all hear me good?
Throw a 1 in the chat if you can. Throw a 2 if you need it louder.
I'm gonna keep talking. Mary had a little lamb.
No,
Mary
go ahead. You
had a
get right
little
to it. I didn't hear you
lamb.
well. I'm thinking they can, but this is my first call on this new system, so you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
All right, so, all right, what I was saying was, if you're, say you get into a relationship, right? Say you get into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be honest with them from the jump, you should be honest with them to the fall. Straight up. If you're not going to be honest from the jump, don't be honest to the fall. That's cool. You're just going to lie, manipulate, that's on her to see and her to cut off.
Jay Astro, I hate to cut you off there,
Or
but
him in that situation.
But to be honest, bro, about not being honest, the problem with that is things change. Most people do go into a relationship in good faith, but it doesn't always
Why not
end
be
that
honest
way.
about it?
Why not what?
Why not be honest about it?
Because you don't want to lose what you have. That's the logic behind it.
Let it
and I'm not
go.
saying it's well.
Let
This
it
is a good
go.
thing.
Come on. You got to let that go. It is what it is. You got to lose what you had. If you really want to be, do you want to be miserable and stuck with what you got, being miserable, or do you want to be
Maybe they're
happy?
not miserable. Maybe they're just missing 20% that they can make up somewhere else. Maybe they're not miserable. Maybe it's not all bad. Maybe they like the 80 that they get. They're missing the 20, but really don't feel like dealing without that 20. Let me ask you this, Jay. How about this? Let me ask you this, Jay Astro. You ever cheated on somebody
I'm
before?
listening.
Huh?
Have I? Yes. I have.
Oh!
But I was open and honest about it, bro.
Wait.
Listen, bro. I'm not trying to justify anything.
All right, look, we're not trying to get you to justify anything, but you definitely got some explaining to do, bro.
I'm gonna explain. It was the liquor, bro.
He just got
the liquor.
He just got high pitched with it.
Blacked out.
He just really got high pitched with it, didn't he? Carry on, brother.
Nah, for real though, the situation, I got drunk, such and such happened with so-and-so, and when I woke up and started to come to, and remembered what happened, I felt terrible. Like, that's not me to do that. I knew it was because I was blacked out. And I went straight to her and said, yo, this happened, and I'm sorry it happened. You know, I'm a man. I'll take the consequences. It is what it is, but I want to let you know it happened. Because I'm not a liar, bro.
Wait, so
straight up, I'm not going to...
Bro.
I'm not even...
You blacked out?
Go ahead.
You blacked out?
Hell yeah, blacked out.
How did you know you cheated? How did you know you cheated if you blacked out, though? How you know you cheated?
Because I woke up booty butt naked next to a chick, bro. And she was booty butt naked. 2 plus 2 equals 4.
Well, at least it was a chick, bro.
Oh, man. Scratching my head.
But look, hey, I dig it though. That's not. I mean, that could happen, I guess. Now, this is what I will say.
Guess.
With
you
that,
think I'm capping?
No. I didn't say nothing about capping. I said this is what I will say about that.
Go ahead.
If this is the type of thing that you do when you black out, you get one time with that. After that, you know what blacking out does to you. You know what it takes for you to be blacked out. You are no longer allowed to black out ever again.
You're fired.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, anybody who takes a substance for the first time, I give you the whatever. I get a benefit of the doubt the one time, depending on what happened. I don't know if I could really withstand that whole cheating thing, because that's crazy. That's crazy. But, you know, I would try to understand most things that people do. And I'd just be like, yo, well, guess what? If you can't control yourself and you're doing things that are completely out of your character, then I don't want to see you do that no more. You don't get to do that no more. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody, please do. Please do like, share, subscribe. Real. Please do. Throw them likes up. We banging on this side. Throw them thumbs up.
In the comments.
Huh?
I said go ahead and comment too. Throw a little thumbs
Oh yeah,
up
throw the comments up. We all for it. I'm throwing comments on screen now too.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? I think I got the video situation here cool, so we'll be able to do what it do. Just make sure your Wi-Fi is good though, please. Make sure your Wi-Fi is good if you're gonna do that part.
You want me to jump in on that?
No, that's okay, because we got your piece already, bro. We got your piece already. But before you go, if you want to tell another story about how you've been on the other side of it, it's optional. If not, then it is what it is. I understand either way.
You just opened that book. You might as well read it, right?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. So, you know, this is with the same chick that I was with when I blacked out, right? I was with the same girl for 7 years. I'm 21. That's 33% of my life, right?
Damn.
So I did something right.
He's got the maths.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
That's fact, though. That's 33% of my life I spent with one person. I had to have done something right. So with that being said, she had the same scenario happen, right?
Okay.
This is after the fact. I did it first, and I'm a man. I'll admit that. This is after the fact. And the thing is, I found out from her friend it wasn't from her. So that's where I feel the lack of empathy or sympathy for, you know, oh, that's the first time happening, right? Because had she have come to me and told me that, I would have gave her the same G-Pass she gave me.
Really? You really would have
got that thing. I swear. If she did it for me, I had to. That's me. That's me. I'm a man of my word. And
so wait a minute. The chick that cheated on you, you cheated on first?
You said what?
The chick that cheated on you, you cheated on first?
Yeah, if I'm being honest. She could have cheated on me first. Let's be honest, Smooth.
Bro!
She probably... Smooth, listen to me. If I found out from her friend who got in a fight with her and did that to be petty...
This I was not expecting. Seriously. Wait a minute, bro. Look, bro. This is the girl that you was with for all that time that completely broke your heart and destroyed you and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that?
Yeah, to and all that?
Yeah, and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stuff? That one that you were engaged to and all that stu
Yes. That's the same girl
Bro,
I'm talking
listen.
about.
Listen. Anytime you talked about her, you know what I thought? Look at the screen, bro. That's what I thought. Every time you said her, mentioned her, this is what I thought, bro. Until you came out with this joint right here, bro. Like seriously, bro. Oh man, this is a bombshell, bro.
Listen,
You
Smooth.
forgot. You
Listen,
completely.
Smooth. I'm sober now. My fog is gone.
Okay.
That bullshit phase
So
is
you,
over.
bro, you know
Use
you
my
can't
English
even
and my
blame
French.
her, right?
I know.
That was just get
I
back. She's supposed
I
to
get
do
that
that, bro. What? She was
My
supposed to do
thing is,
that, bro. Oh man, she was
My thing is,
supposed to do
Smooth,
that.
Why did she give me the G pass then?
Give you the what? That wasn't no pass.
Why did she give me that pass?
Because she wasn't ready to let go yet. She wasn't ready to
Right,
let go
that's my
yet.
thing.
But in the
That's
back
why
of her
I'm-
mind,
that's
she
why
already
I
know you
preach,
did her
let
dirty,
it
bro.
go,
Women
let
are
it
patient.
go.
Women are patient, bro. They'll get you back way later.
Yeah, and she a Virgo on top of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're addicted. That's why I don't hold nothing against her now.
Yo, when she
That
when
is
she
what it
saw
is.
that,
How
she
about
was-
that?
I don't
dude,
hold nothing against her,
bro, you can't,
That's
you
just
can't,
what it
bro, you can't. I'm very appreciate your honesty with this situation, for real, for real. I seriously
Yeah, man.
appreciate
I
your
have no
honesty with
choice
the
but to be
situation because
honest now,
it's
bro.
like, bro, for real, I had a completely different picture of how this story was, man. A completely different picture. But now that I heard you know, I appreciate you being, you know, very forthcoming and everything. Homeboy J Astro was going through some stuff, and now he's enlightened.
Yeah.
All right, could we say enlightened? And is enlightened cool? Right now,
I'd say
he's telling
I had
us the
a
whole
divine
thing.
intervention and I'm a changed man, bro. That's how I would say
Word,
that.
word. So, yeah, that is completely different now, bro. That is completely different now. Whoa, that is completely different. So I understand what's going on with that now. Now that was Get Back, and she's a Virgo. She played that well. She is. Listen, let me tell you something. Don't do a Virgo dirty because they're patient. They will let you think everything is real cool.
I am a Virgo, Smooth. You.
Oh,
preach to
okay,
the
yeah,
choir.
yeah. So you already know. They let you know They let you think everything's cool. Oh, don't worry about it. We good. We still good. Meantime, they plotting. She not gonna just dip off. She gonna wait till she nice and stable. And women in general, they do the monkey vine thing, man. They don't let go of you until they have a firm grip on something else. You know that about women
Yup.
in general? That's how it go, bro.
Smooth. Listen to this, Smooth. Listen to this. Before any of that happened, I was told by her friend that I was a side piece. This is when we first got together, bro. And I ignored the friend and took her word on it. This is me being honest, bro. I took her word. Then she did the same for me, but I actually did something, and there was proof to the fact that it happened because I came out and snitched myself out.
Damn.
Because I remember how I felt in that moment way back. Nah, you can laugh all you want.
No,
Smooth.
it's
This
not.
is me
Listen,
being
dude. Listen,
honest, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something. It's not the kind of laugh that you might. But you already know how I feel about the situation. I'm just flabbergasted to hear the whole thing, and I'm very happy that you brought it out how you're bringing it out right now. I'm actually very proud of you, to tell you the truth, bro.
I appreciate that.
I dig how you moving right now. It's solid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually happy for it. That's why I would laugh, because you not even thinking about that no more. You charged it to the game already, right?
Fact.
So that's why we can laugh about this. You know what I'm saying? You're not hung up no more. If
Nah, I
this just
just took it
happened
the
and it was
wrong
that
way,
week or
bro.
whatever,
You
cool.
right.
But we can laugh about it because you moved on. You know what I'm saying? You know when
Yeah,
you're ready.
I'm focused on me, man. I ain't focused on a piece of ass.
You're
I'm good
you're
off
barely
that.
20. You know what I'm saying? So what that was
I'll be
relationship
22.
practice. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not worried about a relationship right now. The only relationship I'm worried about is the relationship I have with my higher power and the relationship I have with my mother. That's,
Word.
I mean, and my brother, the rest of my family, but, you know, mom takes #1 priority.
Yeah, no doubt. And whenever
But
you're
that's
getting
what I'm
ready,
worried about.
you do what it do. But until then,
Facts.
you just keep improving on improving, man. That's what you got to do.
That's the goal.
Build yourself.
That's the goal.
The best relationship advice I could give to anybody who is single. If you are not attracting the people that you want, improve yourself. They will get in your way. I promise. Improve yourself in every aspect. Spiritually.
You'll get in your own way if you don't.
Say what?
You end up getting in your own way. If
Well,
you
what
don't
I'm saying
feel
is
better in
that-
yourself, you are in your own way.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. 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 Oh, by the way, we need some votes here. For sure. We need a vote either for the G-Wagon or the Cadillac here. Wagon. Let's get it.
Cadillac.
Somebody, we need some votes here. Vote for the G-Wagon or the Cadillac. Let's go. Right.
Cadillac.
Okay, so you voted for the Caddy. All right. We got the SRX Caddy Wagon over here too. Somebody vote for that
Better
bad
not
boy.
be one of 'em. My vote better not be the only vote.
You voted for the Cadillac. Nah, I don't think so. I just in the beginning it was different. Nobody a lot of our guys came in a little late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
But it's
my
all
fault,
good. A lot of
bro.
our guys came
I
in
was
late.
out.
But
I had
you
prior
know what? That's my own
obligations,
fault because I wasn't starting on time lately. But just so you know, next week will be another week where I'm absolutely 110% on time because I'm not going to be working that particular day. So yes, the only thing that holds me up is my 9 to 5. So it is what it is. What do we got here? Caddy. Okay, another vote for the Caddy. Let's go. Looks like the Caddy
Run
might
them
win.
votes up.
But yeah,
Run them up.
I appreciate you. And I'm going to run these videos one more time because you even missed it. Go ahead and watch it. And then you can definitely feel free to comment on it on the joint. But I'm going to run these videos just one more time for y'all. And then we're going to discuss with whoever wants to discuss. Anybody who wants to cam up, jump into the green room. The link is in the description. You just hit the link and then accept whatever. And
Yeah, somebody else give that a shot because that was probably just my Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
yeah. And
So
the fact
don't
that you
think it
might have had
doesn't
an
work. Jump in
iPhone. Uh-oh, the bots have arrived. Somebody get them out of here.
Man, I'm also on the third story of this.
Moderators got some work
kingdom
for
I
you,
live
man.
in.
Get these chumps out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, bro. We'll definitely holler at you. I'm gonna run these videos one more time. Meantime, the moderators will probably be eliminating these bucket heads.
These buckets.
All right, bro. Holler.
All right, bro.
Later.
Yup. Hit me up after the live stream, bro.
All right, you already.
All right, one.
Yes, sir. Anybody with a cam up, if you're not afraid to show your face, and you can't be in the dark. Don't be in the dark. Just show you. Like if you will cam up, then really cam up, and we'll gladly put you in here. But yeah, you already know. Joe Green Films up in this piece. What it do? What it do? I'm gonna run these videos one more time because a lot of you guys may have missed it. So we're gonna run these two videos real quick. Like there you go.
What you say is going to North Carolina?
I am going to North Carolina.
No, you're not. You're going to Houston. Where you going, yo?
I'm not going to.
Yes, you are going to Houston, yo.
I'm going to
Yo,
North Carolina.
open that up. Open that up.
Leave my bag
Open
on
it
there.
up.
What the fuck
Open
you
it
doing?
up. Open up.
I want to see my father.
You don't go see your
That's
father
it.
like this? You don't go see your father like this? What is this? Are you
What
dead
the
ass
fuck? Why would
serious?
you even do
That's
that?
why you gonna go see your
Don't give me
father?
that shit.
You gonna
Just
tycoon?
just
Are you
put
dead
that shit
serious?
down. Put
You
my
say
shit
you're
on
gonna
my
see your
back.
father
I'm going to see
with
my
this?
father, yes.
Where you going? You gonna go strip the dance? Are you dead ass serious with
Are
that?
you dead eye doing this?
No,
Yo,
I'm good,
put
man.
my shit on
I'm
my
good.
back.
Give me
Put
that.
my shit-
That's your flight?
Get up, look. Oh, wow. All right. Fuck you. Yo, move.
You shouldn't have lied, Danny.
Fuck you, Joe. I know you told me where the fuck I was going.
You shouldn't have lied.
Watch, fucking bitch.
She shouldn't have lied.
Again, we just did this for the sake of the conversation and the situation. We just had a visualization, but I'm 9 times out of 10 sure that that is a dramatization because it is Danny Deuces. A lot of these skits that we see now, people are clout chasing, and yeah, that's what it is. I don't think Danny Deuces would have been in a situation like that. I've seen what type of men that she dates, and that's not it. Not the dude had a broken arm and a broken leg, and he was not the weight class that she usually deals with. He didn't look like he had the bread. Like that, dude. It just didn't make any sense. For real, for real. Like, who carries bands of money like that? That was, first off, there's like 20 bands there, right? That was dropped. Try to get through with more than 10 bands on you at the airport and see what happens. Try to go through with more than 10 bands and see what happens at the airport. Just try it for giggles. So that's one thing. And she didn't have anything in there but the bikinis. How many bikinis can you wear? All bikinis? She would have had something in there. She would have had something in there. I didn't see a tampon. I didn't see any makeup. I didn't see any pajamas. Like, just straight up. Straight up. Nothing. And I mean nothing. Nothing but bathing suits. How? How? But anyway, that's the first video. And what we're discussing today, for anybody who may just have joined, is the fact that there's a new study that shows that women cheat more than men. In the New York Post, we're definitely not going to do that read again. But there's an article that exposes it. And we did read the article, and it shows that women are cheating more than men. And it is for sex. It is not for an emotional attention or none of that. It is for sex. For sex. We're going to go through this, and then we're going to talk about some things in a minute. We're going to go through this video right here with the doctor.
Well, and I think what happens is many times people read these surveys in Cosmo, in different magazines, Women's Health, and the thing is, I'm one of the experts that they called to weigh in on this, so I know what they're saying. People fill out forms, you know, have you done this, have you done this? Men will talk more about cheating. Women usually keep it to themselves. It's more taboo. But in my private practice and among other therapists, we know that as many women, perhaps more, who knows the exact number of men or women who cheat, but they cheat. It's a human thing. It's a choice people make. Women have more to lose when they choose that. When men choose to cheat, they usually still love their wife very much, 56% of the time. When women cheat, that is not true. They are usually checked out of their marriage. And that's what makes it so vital to be able to open that discussion to women before they make that choice, because when they make that choice, there's very little chance they will go back. Whereas if men choose to cheat, it's never a wise choice, but usually they can still work on their marriage and make it better and somehow rectify it.
Yes. And the article was, you know what? I'm just going to show y'all real quick. It looks like it's in demand just a little bit. So I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to try and show you guys the article. I'll show you guys the article. I'll pull it up so we can look it over just a bit. I'm going to let y'all look it over just a bit, and then, you know, we'll do what it do or whatever. I'll bring the article up because some of y'all wanted to read this, and I don't blame you, because I mean, it's real. I hear you. I ain't mad at you. You want to see it, so guess what? I am a slave to the mob. So if you want it, you got it. We're gonna yada 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 this though, just so you know. We certainly are. Okay, so here's the article here. Let me get this out of the way too. All right, so this is by the New York Post, by the way. Just so you guys know, it's the New York Post. This ain't no nonsense here. Man, they got some advertisements here, boy. They are trying to kill me with these. Women are more likely to cheat than men. Here's why. Science is finding that women struggle more than men when it comes to staying faithful in relationships. Even when your marriage is good, you still miss that rush of feeling so excited You can't eat or sleep when you're having such an intense time emotionally and sexually with a new person. Right? That's why I kept going after, right? And what I couldn't say no to. So this is a woman, right? Annika, she's 45, from Melbourne, describes her experiences with cheating, and she's far from alone. According to a growing body of research, many women in long-term relationships are sexually adventurous and have secret lovers. How about that? So, all right. The view is that it's mostly men who cheat because their partners lose interest in sex is outdated. Science says that it's actually women who struggle more with monogamy because they get bored in the bedroom. Women crave sexual variety, and while some stifle their desire, others will be unfaithful. Right? So that's a lot of it. Let me see. There was another thing I wanted to read that was kind of, okay. So, we'll read this part right here. Spontaneous desire is when you suddenly think it would be nice to have sex. It comes over you like a hunger or thirst, says Martin. Responsive or triggered desire occurs when something suggests the idea of sex to you. You're watching or reading something, or a partner initiates a sexual encounter and you get turned on. For that type of desire, women's libidos are every bit as strong as men's. We've internalized this idea that men are ratnier sex, and that's untrue. Okay, so that's that. Right? That is that. So, there's more. It's in the New York Post. If you just say study shows women cheat more than men, then then you'll find it. You'll find it. But that's the gist of it, man. We did a more thorough reading earlier, but you guys get the drift. And it's nothing wrong. I don't want women to feel some type of way because we're bringing light to this. It's just to know, okay, we're all human here. We're in the same boats. Men are not better for it. Women are not worse for it. We're just stating the facts. Because we had this idea. There are so many different theories that were maybe never true, or maybe just found not to be true now. But women are cheating just as much or even more than men are right now. And women have much more of an opportunity to cheat if they want to. All women have to do is exist. Just go about your everyday life. Every woman, if you look decent or better, sometimes you don't even have to look decent. Sometimes you don't even have to look decent. And you still will be approached by men. Because men are more forward with it. Men don't have the opportunity. Women don't approach men. So they have to approach women. For the most part. If you're in the top 20% of men, you might get approached. You might. But if you're not, it's slim pickings for you. So what you going to do? You're going to run down on these women that are just out here. They're just out here. And all they got to do is exist, and a man will approach them for sex. And if a woman decides, she can pretty much have her pick of the litter. Because we know that it's a fact that women can have most men that they want. Even the men at the tippy top, you're in the top 10%. A lot of those guys will date somebody who's not in the top 10%. They'll go as low as whatever. Who knows? They might be down in the single digits. You know what I'm saying? They might date somebody in the lower 4%, 5%, whatever, just because it's low-hanging fruit. And they may not have to deal with the hassles, just the convenience of it. You know what I'm saying? If it's just for sex, then it is what it is. Women generally are a little bit more picky because they have the opportunity to be picky. So they're going to get what they want in most cases. If the woman wants to cheat, she will, because she has way more of an opportunity to cheat. So if anyone, I'm going to put this number back up real quick. If anyone would like to call in or cam up, go ahead and do it. The number's up there if you want to call in live. If you have a story where you were cheated on, or maybe you cheated, or both, I'm for the nonsense today. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. If you want to cam up, that's cool too. Just make sure you have some decent lighting, and we'll get you in there. However you want to do it. But we'll definitely take calls, and we'll definitely take, if you want to jump into the green room, just hit the link. It's right in the description. Just touch that blue link, and it'll take you right to the green room. You just give the permission for your camera and your mic, and then if you want to cam up, that's fine. We'll bring you on the show. Up to you. I'm going to get into a couple of these comments here. Let's see. What do you got here? And this is why Smooth coined the phrase, stay hungry, never thirsty. Reckless and loose. Women do the choosing. And I agree, Patrice. We're going to put that one up. She's right. Women do the choosing for the most part. They do. They do. This is a fact. This is a fact that women do the choosing. Now, if you are the guy that's in that top 10%, you have your pick of the litter. Women still do the choosing, but most of them will choose you. And that's the crazy. Most of the women will choose you. If you get yourself in that top 10%, get your money right. Get your hygiene right. Look like you're supposed to look. Dress like you're supposed to dress. Get your game up. The women will choose you. So that's how that goes. And as far as, I want to know though, does anybody agree with this? Do women agree with this? Do men agree with this? Are we in line here? Do we feel like this is true? Is there some truth to it? I'd love to hear from some ladies too. Do you think this is true? Or are we just talking? Are we blowing smoke? Do you think it's inaccurate? Because the ladies know what's actually going on. I don't know if this was just the best kept secret or what, because the ladies talk to each other. So they know what they do. I've talked to some women who, talk to me about some of these things. And I may not be a red pill guy, but I'm certainly red pill aware. I know what's happening here. I know what's happening here. Don't think for a second that I don't know what's going on. I understand what's going on here. I know just what's going on. Men and women are out here doing what they want to do. The question is why? Why do we cheat? What is it that we want? Is it just for sex? Is it just because we can? Is it an ego thing? Some people say, like Charlamagne the Guy was saying that men cheat for ego and women cheat for emo. Where, guy cheats just because his ego and women cheats for emotions. And I think those are both myths. Men don't generally cheat because of an ego. Maybe if you're like in your 20s or something like that. But seriously, grown men, and anybody who hasn't dropped that like, please do. Please drop that like. Please drop that like for me. Please drop that like for me. Share, subscribe. But in all honesty, men don't cheat for that. Men might cheat because of sex. That is definitely a valid reason. Maybe they're not getting what they are used to getting at home. Because a woman will not sleep with you if she's upset with you for the most part. If you were not fulfilling her needs, she's definitely on strike. And, you know, you can't take it. So they're like, man, listen, I got to do something. And that is what it is. There are some men who cheat because their woman just doesn't cater to them. Maybe they don't make them feel like the man that they feel they are. Do you make your man feel like he feels like he is? Do you do the things that men would like? Are you taking time to say, look, you know what? I think he probably need a back rub. He had a long day. You know, we're not going to go into the cooking and cleaning thing because, you know, whatever. That would sound chauvinist. So we're going to leave that alone. But do you just cater to them in general? Do you pamper them in any way? This goes for men too. Do you pamper your woman? Do you do things that will make her happy? Sometimes a man just may not feel like you do what he feels should be done. And he's not going to ask. He's just going to get with somebody who would do it because they want to do it. Do you understand what I'm talking about, people? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Men don't always cheat for sex. Sometimes men will cheat because they have an emotional disconnection. Because they don't feel like they are being treated the way they feel they should be treated. Because some people are not considerate. There are some people who are considerate, but there are some people who are just not considerate. They don't consider this man's failings. You don't know what he's dealing with in his everyday struggle. And men generally don't bring home their daily struggle to their wives. They deal with it on their own. Because at the end of the day, they may not want to have the wife also panic about their situation. They don't want to be a burden. They don't want to stress them out. You know what I'm saying? So what you would want to do is be a stress reliever. And that, I feel like, is a more popular reason that men cheat, if you ask me. Now, women, let's get to that part. Why is it that women cheat? And I'm definitely all for it. If y'all have some thoughts, I'm going to bring a couple of them on the board. I'll bring a couple of them on the board. And if you want to cam up, hit the link. And if you want to call in, call in. If you want to chat it up, I'll put some of those on the board too, on the screen. So women, right? Women, of course, it's a fact that they need someone to connect with emotionally most of the time. If you don't give them emotional support, emotional security, then you're probably going to get cheated on. Or you're probably going to have a disconnect. You're probably going to make each other miserable. It's very difficult to understand women sometimes from a man's perspective, because men and women don't function the same. Certain things that women go through, it's impossible for men to understand. So that's why it would be extremely important for women to communicate that to their men, because we don't just know. We would love, as men, we would love to just do the right thing by you. But in many cases, we may not know what the right thing is to do at that time. So, there's nothing wrong. Men and women, I would urge you to communicate what it is that you want. As difficult as it may seem, as awkward as it may seem, sometimes the communication, if you can communicate what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you expect, you can have a much greater outcome. Because what are we looking at? What's the alternative? What is the alternative to not communicating? Cheating. That's the alternative. Is that what we want? Is that what we want? Is that what we want as our alternative? Cheating. Let me get into a couple of these comments over here. Oh, Patrice just dropped a bombshell. I must post this one. She said, all my friends cheat. All my friends cheat. I appreciate your honesty, Patrice. You getting out your combo. She said, all my friends cheat. So then the question is, Patrice, do you cheat too? We want to know.
Today I got time.
We want to know. You don't have to say it, but of course we have to ask. She said, all my friends cheat. Wow. That's crazy. First time listening. What's up, Brandy? We see you up in the chat. Hopefully you liked, shared, and subscribed it. Please do. Welcome, Brandy. Glad to have you. There you go. First time listening. Yes, we still live. And this your first time getting on the screen. You already know what it is. Definitely subscribe. We do it. We go hard every week. And we're getting better. We appreciate you for joining us this time in. Welcome. Any other first time users, we will give you the shout out for sure. Side pieces be catching feelings too risky. Okay, so I'm taking that as a no, Patrice. You don't cheat. You're not cheating, Patrice? Is that what you're saying?
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Are you not cheating, Patrice? Maybe you're not. I'm playing with you. You might not be. And I commend you for not cheating. And that's cool if you don't. I dig it. You don't have to. But if, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Joe Green Films. I like this one. I'm going to put that on the screen. Joe Green Films. Communication, understanding, and compromise, is the key. The key. Woo. All right. That key mentally will unlock doors. That was what? Oh, that was detrimental to your relationship. And I got you. Okay. I got you. I have to make this one smaller for these big paragraphs here, man. I'm going to make this a little smaller for these big paragraphs right here, yo. Because this joint is like super, way bigger than it needed to be. Yeah, there we are. Can we stretch it this way? I want to stretch it without it being like that large, just like crazy large. All right, that's good enough right there. Yeah, nah, but that's legit, man. That is legit. I definitely dig it. That is legit. All right, what else we got in here? All right, I married my best friend for 15 years during the pandemic. Ooh, I was a hardcore electrician. He was a plumber. I had to quit my job to be a teacher to my son when school shut down. Want to be a good wife. I'd never do that, but my eyes are open and I'm not a typical woman. Learning every day. I gotta put that one up too, man. That's real. Let's put that one up. Yes. Want to be a good wife. And that's all we can do. We try hard out here every day. We work on it, man. We work on it. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. Anybody who says marriage is not crazy hard work is a liar, man. It's hard work. Because you not only have to live for yourself, but you have to live for someone else. You have to make them happy. It's work. As much as we don't like work, it is work to keep it functional. You know what I'm saying? But the reward is great. If you can have a successful, happy relationship, man, the reward is great. Definitely worth it. Ooh. And you ain't tired? Trying to find your role. And that's tough. Because y'all both out there working. Y'all both out there working. So that's tough. That's tough, Brandies, but I understand you. I have been with the same man for 20 years, Patrice. I got you. Wow. That's dope. That's dope. That is dope. What you got there, JC? You guys got longevity. Yes, they do. And that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, Brandy's relationship is new because she was best friends. But they probably really know each other really well. I would say they know each other really well. Probably well enough to stay together for a very long time. I'll put my money on that relationship. All right. And we got one more here. I live in the deep south. I think that has a lot to do with it. Oh, you got some explaining to do. Old-fashioned morals and values. Okay. I dig it. Old-fashioned morals and values. So, Patrice is saying that there's an old-fashioned morals and values here. And that in the South. And that's what's keeping it together. That could be the thing. I spent some time in the South. I do know they are more hospitable than in the North. That is a fact. I don't know how it would go with the relationships, per se. So I can't speak on that. You are from the South. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know. That might have something to do with it. It just might. Well, tell you what. I'm about to get rid of one of these cars real fast. Looks like the Caddy won. The Caddy beat the G-Wagon today. You believe that, guys? If anybody wants to call the cam up real quick before we get out of here, I'm with it. You can go ahead and do it. But it's almost time to go, friends. Cadillac wins it. This time I'm going to try. You know what? I got to move this over because I don't want to hit my camera this time. I'm stay hitting my camera. I stay hitting my camera now.
Goodbye.
That one was kind of fast, especially being G-Wagon. That might have been one of the fastest joints we had yet. Yeah, I came front on the G-Wagon. I'm sorry to let it go knowing it was that fast. That joint get back. I wasn't expecting that at all. But you out of here with that one, bro. Cadillac wins. You're now in the winner's circle. We'll see what happens if you can last another week, but I'm not sure. It all depends on what we pick up this weekend. I might go for something special. We ain't had a special in a little while. So, Caddy, this might be your only win. I'm just going to say it out now. Yeah, bro. Karma is real, guys. I don't know that I can agree with that. I don't know. And this is why I say that, man. It doesn't mean that I treat people poorly. It doesn't mean that I don't do others as I would have them do to me, right? But I'm just talking about just everyday living. Right? When you watch how things go, I've seen some really, really good people far too soon, right? And I've seen some really bad people here too long. I don't know. And of course, it's supposed to be beyond our own understanding or whatever. But I don't know, man. I see a lot of people who don't deserve it flourish, and a lot of really good souls, really solid people, man, be out way before their time. So I don't know. And I see some real savages, man. Real savages doing the worst things, stepping on people on their way to the top, and they die old, man. So I don't know. I'm not so sold on karma. However, I still do right by people. I consider myself to be a very solid person. Not at all because of karma, but just because, I do what I would expect you to do to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And that's how we all should be. Period. You should treat each other well. And dig. It's about that time. I appreciate everybody for jumping in here, chopping it up with me for real, for real. Very good show today. I'm glad for all the feedback we got today. And we're going to get up out of here. Y'all already know. But we got to give you a nice little closing thought, though. So, here's what I would say. Cheating. What's that? Oh, yes. I appreciate that, Randy. And, yeah, we definitely try to... We try to give out some realistic viewpoints here. We're not red pill. We're not feminists. We're not any of that. We just talk. This place is welcome for men and women. We just I love to have these discussions, open discussions that men and women can have, because the idea is not to go against each other. What I want people to be able to do after participating and something like this is to have more of a perspective than they did before they got here. It's just about understanding. It's just about communicating with each other, understanding male's perspective and women understanding men's. That's what it's all about. Everybody's welcome here. Everybody's welcome to call. Everybody's welcome to chime in. And it's just about learning more about each other. And I feel like the more that we learn about each other, the better we are for each other. On this channel, anybody who has not been here yet, we discuss mental health, relationships, and how they correlate. And, we weigh in on a lot of trending topics and show how that relates to our current lives. So, yes, and cheating sucks. So what I'm going to say is this. You shouldn't cheat. You should try and communicate first, for sure. Definitely communicate first before you do that. You probably have a much better outcome if you do that. If you are trying to communicate with the person, you'll be a lot better off. And secondly, be proactive about it. If you see that someone isn't doing something that you like, or there's something missing, just try to tell them, hey, listen, and it is what it is. If they don't take it well, they don't take it well. Not everybody takes criticism well, but at least you tried. That's all you can do is try. Communicate with each other and see where you get from there. I can promise you that. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.